Hello, all of my mighty moguls. This is Nselaa Ward, aka Nava, and today I want to talk to you about a comment that is very problematic to me when I hear it. When I hear people ask me, why should I invest in information? Why should I invest in learning how to share my gift? Why should I invest in learning how to build my business? The first reason that this is problematic is because when I hear this comment, I know that it's coming from a money mindset issue. I know that it's coming from making decisions from a place of lack. At some point in our life, somebody told us that there were certain parts of ourselves that were not worth investing in. And at some point, we actually started to believe it, right? So when it comes to investing in ourselves, we start to hesitate. And we start to hesitate not because we're questioning the value of that investment, but because we are questioning the value of ourselves. The second reason that I see that people are making these comments and questioning whether they should invest in information or how to build their message, how to build their business is because they are opposed to adulting. Now, when we were kids, we went to camps, right? We had leadership trainings, we had award banquets and award ceremonies, and they appeared to be given to us for free, right? Just like as when we were kids, the lights in the sky, right? The lights in our house and the water that came out of the sink and the roof over our head appeared to be given to us for free. But at some point we realized when we started to adult that these things were not really free. These are the same people that have issues with those things are the same people that have issues and they say, you know what? Why should I have to pay my mom rent when I'm 30 years old and living in her basement? Because she would have had to pay the mortgage anyway, right? What happens is that when we become adults, we start to realize that the rent costs, the roof over our head costs, the water that comes out of the faucet costs, the lights that are in the house cost, right? But somebody else has been paying that cost. And at some point, you have to start adulting for yourself. At some point, you have to start taking responsibility for your own costs. Just like the room and board that you had to pay for those camps, somebody had to pay for that. Somebody had to pay for those instructors and those leadership trainings, and somebody had to pay for the venue for those award banquets and the award ceremonies, whether it was your parents, whether it was the school, or whether it was society as a whole. Somebody had to financially pay for that. The only difference is that now you have to start adulting, and now you have to start paying for your own personal and your own professional development. The other thing that I see that is very problematic comes in a story that I heard that I think is very appropriate in this situation. There was a man, a homeowner, who had an electricity outing, and he tried to fix it himself because he didn't want to pay anybody to come and take care of it. So the first day he tried to fix his electrical outing and he couldn't fix it, so he lost everything in his refrigerator. And the second day he tried to fix it on his own, and not only was he not able to fix it, but he ended up being late for work because his alarm clock didn't work because he had no power. So he ended up getting suspended from his job. And the third day he tried to fix it, he still couldn't fix it. And his child ended up getting sick, getting pneumonia because it was so cold because he didn't have any power. So eventually he said, you know what, let me pay somebody to come in and fix it. So an electrician came in and they connected two wires and they were in and out in 7 minutes. And when the electrician was walking out, he said, okay, that'll be $1,500. And the homeowner was like, wait, what? $1,500? You were only here for 7 minutes. And the electrician said, you know what? Those 7 minutes were free. What I'm charging you $1,500 for is the 10 years that I had to spend to figure out which two wires needed to be connected. What you're paying for is the food in your refrigerator. What you're paying for is the security of your job. What you're paying for is the health of your child. So when people talk to me and they say, you know what, why should I invest in information? Why should I have to pay to learn how to deliver my message or how to deliver and share my gift? Why should I have to pay to learn how to build my business? Let me say this. The 12-month intensive that I work with you on, that's given to you for free. What you're paying for is the 7+ years of academics, including over 3 years of law school, a Juris Doctorate degree. What you're paying for is over 10 years of touring. What you're paying for is weeks on top of weeks of me being away from my children so that I can get the information that you need to be able to get on the stage. What you're paying for is the dozens of countries that I've spoken at, the hundreds of audiences that I've been in front of and the millions of people that I've spoken in front of, not to mention the hundreds of thousands of dollars that I've spent in coaching and training from some of the top experts in this industry so that you can skip the line. Everything else is free. The mistakes, the successes that I've had over the last almost 40 years, so that you can come in and you can deliver your message and you can build your business and not have to make the mistakes and the pitfalls that other entrepreneurs had to go through that cause 80% of businesses to fail or not. You can always choose to not invest in yourself. But remember, you are the first example of how the world is expected to treat you.